Hello, this is me again. I let people know about 2 years ago I messaged missing murdered Indigenous people. I messaged the real Caring for Hearts, and in my emails will detailed about what was going on in the jailhouse and details of what was going on in Kovala. Um, it's serious stuff out there, for our men and women to be being raped in the jailhouse. If there's no law, why is there law? you know but we're all out here roaming, and if they ain't hurting us one way, they're hurting us by grabbing our chest, because the sheriffs are tied straight down to Jim Jones or Charles Manson. The stuff that they use in Guerneville, that made the Discovery Channel. It made the Discovery Channel of a bunch of DA lawyers and politicians with men dancing around dresses. But they forgot to tell them it was the women that was supposed to dress in the dresses, not the men. Don't you see what our family did? We go down and change our books. We put that in there to make fun of you guys, so you guys would all look funny dancing in dresses. That's what my grandpa and them did to you guys. How freaking worthless. And you guys, when you watch the Discovery Channel, they're like, oh, we decide the fate of the world, they said. Guerneville decides the fate of a world dancing in dresses down there. Did you guys get the right stuff down there? Have any of you guys got any power? No. What's happened is we lost a child during this time for murder. They found it on the streets. The cops, they're in your eyes. They watched that baby scream that whole time up there. And that's because when you watch the Discovery Channel for Guerneville, the Native American stuff that they're using is my grandfather's. Lawrence Berkeley Joaquin Lawrence. That's my grandfather. My grandfather. And he didn't even come from Mexico like you guys are saying. He came from Spain. But like I said, I'm making this video when I was in the jailhouse. A lady laid in her pee and blood for 3 days. The jailhouse only has me down that I was only in there for 8 hours. When they released me at nighttime in green. And my family said, if when you're in green, that means you have no clothes and they're going to get you when you get out. I watched, when I go to get the videos of the jailhouse, I requested the videos because there's a lady over there. I watched him walk into that room and I watched him rape that lady. She had no hair, no teeth when I left. And the other lady laid in her pee and blood, and they laughed about her being in the Willits holding cell. There is no Willits holding cell because of what Willits police officers raped my Uncle Harold Freeman. So there's no court system down there. There's no holding cell. But this one lady, her name's Jennifer Smith, Smith. She's being held hostage at the jailhouse for no reason. She has witnesses that she didn't throw no cigarette butt down. The cops are lying about her. And they've held her in there for 2 years illegally. 2 years illegally. She's a white lady. She's sent word out from the jailhouse with other inmates to find me and tell me thank you that I saved her, that I saved her. That I cared for her. But still, that woman is still sitting in prison or in jail. What are you guys doing to that woman in jail? You guys rape her every night? Do you guys oh, I know what you guys do. You guys have so much medication running in and out of that court or in and out of that jailhouse that you guys keep them so sedated they don't know shit. They don't remember shit. You guys should see their medical doctor at the jailhouse. She is so high and sweating. She is sweating up a storm. And can someone check on the cop? Let's see, who was it? Sanchez. Because I bet you his life is hell right now. And he's like, kind of being tormented. That's because he stood up for us Native Americans. Sanchez, the officer, stood up for us Native Americans. As a jailhouse over there, I sat there and watched that lady sit in her pee and blood for 3 days. It made the newspaper. They were supposed to be taking people in to do pee tests so they ain't pregnant when they're in there. Because there were 2 Indian ladies that kept hanging the phones up and down in the women's cell, and they were scared. And they kept pointing at me. They were pregnant and kept rubbing their belly. They went into that jailhouse not pregnant, and they came out pregnant unless they're still sitting there and have their kids in there. That's how serious shit is down here. But Covelo, they don't give a fuck about money. That's all they care about is fucking money. Money and politics, and sit around and laugh that we're getting raped in the jailhouse. That's what they do. What some of them said, well, they can't rape the willing. Who'd that come from, Clayton? Clayton, that what you're saying. They can't rape the willing. You said that about our own fucking cousins. How is it willing when you're in the jailhouse and you have nowhere else to go? How is it willing? Oh, and he'll joke about it. Pull him in, he'll joke about it. But those are the ones on my cases. I get a phone call from my mom and them. The only thing they're worried about is me not talking about Clayton. And I'm like, why can't I talk about Jessica? I take my own family down too. They messed up. You know? And that's what my Uncle Harold taught me. You know, Harold Freeman taught me. You want to see the letters that I have from him? You want to hear what he says about my family? Because I did keep some of them. You know, he winks at some of them. He has a wink. He said, I love your family. And he winked, you know. Just like the district attorney office. When I was in there, he's winking at me. And I said, so you ain't going to take no notes? She says, I'm recording this. It's like, so you can record it and what, see if you see Toby in there? Or see if you see, who, they said they have our people tagged for stuff. You know, their eyes change and stuff. So don't use your stuff out there, people, because they're being tagged by the sheriff's office. Because they're the ones trying to catch Tobe too. Because they're all obsessed with this stuff from Guerneville. Guerneville, you know, where you dance around dresses and proceed the fate of the world. It made the Discovery Channel. Our judges and our police officers are in dresses going, trying to be Indian down there in Guerneville. Come on now, people. That's bullshit.